Happy Pride! Happy Pride! I just woke up and now we're gonna do a little stretching. You know what? I don't really know how to make a vlog. Are y'all interested in seeing me stretch? Do you want to see me stretch?
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
Don't say anything if you want to see it, baby. Okay, let's go stretch. Hold up, I did not realize I looked like Shrek with my fucking hair. Let me get a hat. Let me get a hat. My head is low-key huge, so this hat doesn't even fit me, but let's go stretch, baby, and I'll tell you what we're up to this weekend. Okay, girl. This is my morning stretch routine. I use this foam thing. I went to the chiropractor and he was like, whoa, you're kind of like... And I was like, ooh, that's offensive. And he was like, we want to make you from this to this. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Crack my back. He cracked my back and then he gave me this. I'm supposed to lay on it for like 15 minutes every single morning. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'll tell you about all the plans we have today for Pride in Mexico City. So you just put it down?
None of you give a shit about this. Why am I making the intro of this vlog stretching like a little grandmother? So today we're going to meet our friends in Centro, because that's where, okay, Mexico City, there's like this huge parade. You can drink open on the street. People carry around caguamas, micheladas, you name it. Last year we went and we just like explored. And then we ended up at some bars. We like met up with a bunch of friends. We met a bunch of new people. This time we're gonna drink, hang out, and then like walk around to see the march. But then my partner and I are gonna go meet a lot of our friends at this day party called Sungay brunch, which is like actually my favorite party in Mexico City because I'm now an auntie and I like can't hang as much. Like I used to go out until like sunrise, right? Like every single weekend. Nowadays, I literally never go to the club. Like, I'm not at Sync, I'm not at Pervert, I'm not at Brutal, I'm not at any of these parties because I'm trying to be asleep by 1 a.m. And Sunday Brunch is a day party, usually on Sundays, but today's obviously Saturday, Pride, so they're having a Pride edition. And it is going from like 4 p.m. to, I think, 1 a.m. And a lot of our friends are DJing, and a lot of my friends will be there, so we're gonna spend the first half of the day at the march, and then second half of the day at the party.
Also, every time I lay down to do this little stretch, I meditate. And right now I'm listening to this series on just like self-compassion and self-love. They just talked about codependency, and I want to share this because I think it's actually so interesting and important. The opposite of codependency is not independence, like not us being individual units that like don't need other people, but interdependence. The opposite of codependence is interdependence and relying on ourselves and other people, just not relying on one other person, one other person, which is codependence. I'm still wearing my retainers, so that's why I have a lisp. And low key, like in I'm realizing I'm feeling a little bit manic because I'm just like so happy and excited. I'm like, oh my god, I want to make breakfast for my boyfriend. Oh my god, I want to play a video game. Oh my god, I want to write. Oh my god, I want to read a book. Oh my god, I want to do all these things.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Before we set out for the day, which is great because I'm so happy to be here in Mexico City living my life. Because I was traveling a lot before and now I'm finally like back. I'm back, baby! And something I really want for today, like an intention for this whole Pride celebration, this whole weekend, is to be present and to just be like in my skin and where my feet are and to enjoy the people I'm with. I just want to be in my body because that's when I'm the happiest. And I'm also really excited this Pride specifically because I feel like Prides in the past as a celebration, for me, it was always kind of sex-oriented. Like, I am not a super sexual person in a traditional way. And I'll make a video about this later, but I feel like sex is something that I've done as a means of like achieving something or like living a part of my life that I think I need to be living. And it's like I would have kind of these crazy sexual experiences when I would set my mind on having them, and that always was around Pride. So like probably all of my kind of crazy sex stories are from Pride because that's the only day out of the year where I would be like, okay, we're gonna have a crazy ass time. Like honestly, I don't normally think about like sex as this thing that's a normal part of my life. Like I feel like I'm so focused on other things that I'm never actually like, okay, I'm gonna be out till 4 a.m. like fucking. Because I would just rather be awake at like 8 a.m. writing. And like, am I a prude? That's not a bad thing. So that this is like my whole journey kind of over the past decade has been like, oh, I don't need to be a hypersexual being just because I'm queer. And like my sexual worth is not my personal value. Like how I am perceived sexually has nothing to do with my worth. And I feel like knowing that this time around is just really exciting because Pride now is just going to be geeking with my friends and like having a grand ass time, which it always has been. But I feel like in the past, I was very like hypersexual and like I'd be fucking in a kitchen, fucking in a bathroom, like having a foursome. My first foursome was during Pride. My first time having sex with a guy was during Pride. Like I feel like Pride for me has always been kind of like a definitely a celebration, but also like a hypersexual celebration. And now it's not. And I'm excited that it's not. Okay, we're testing out some Pride outfits, baby. Thinking for the march, I can just be like, it's giving, it's giving casual. It's giving casual. Okay, and then for the Pride party, this baby right here. Jumpsuit baby, jumpsuit baby. Yes! Absolutely, absolutely. This is it, baby. Sungay brunch, here we come. Look at that leg mobility. Damn! Alexa, turn that shit up. Final outfit for the march. For the march. With jade earrings from grandma. And rings from mom. The sun is shining! Woo! The city is queer. God really says, it's Pride. We're gonna stop the rain. The city is alive. With queers. Igo un Campari Spritz. Iso. I made. We're pre-gaming at a friend's and then going to the parade. Mira, esto es mi bebida favorita. Campari con champagne.
Oh my god! Wow!
pues están aquí. Bueno, we took a nap. I felt really overwhelmed and exhausted after the parade. We're gonna persevere. This is Pride. This is Pride, baby. We're gonna have fun. I burned myself on the steamer. Can you see it? You can't see it, but it really fucking hurts. But we're gonna continue anyways because look, okay, this is my grandma's sapphire. We're gonna have a good ass time because I'm a queer Asian American living in Mexico City.
Stop it. Get some help.
And you know how we do it, baby! Even when we get burned. We have a fire time. There we go, there we go.
No! No! No!
Okay, they got the roof cover. There's no rain on us. It's giving sungay leveled up.
Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Nothing, everything looks okay.
Salads are
My
good for
fun
you.
of the Mexican person.
What?
Make fun of the Mexican person.
Why?
Pues I don't know. Speak Spanish, a ver.
¿Qué
Why
pasó?
would you a salad? Why? We're supposed to have fun.
Salad's good for your stomach.
Or you're I'm sensitive, I'm gonna cry. Why would you order salad when we're drunk?
Why are you running?
You're playing with me. Yes, no? Why would you say that? That's not funny.
Because you already knew I ordered a pizza.
I didn't know.
Nice.
I'm recording this video because we got home pretty late and Michal was like literally so drunk, but not in like a sloppy way. It was just like I feel like low-key he's becoming more sensitive to alcohol the same way I have become. Like I literally cannot drink that much. I just become like I'm like a wasted white girl. We took this like mezcal bottle with us to the party and he was just sipping it, and girl, the bottle was like almost gone. He was sharing it with a lot of people too, but he got properly wasted, but in such a cute way. And he was like, he just like got home, he like laid on the couch and was like asleep, and then the pizza came and I opened it, and as soon as I opened the pizza box he was like, what's that? And actually I'm so grateful that my partner is a nice, cute, sweet drunk, and it's like fun taking care of him as opposed to him becoming like a demon or like getting super angry or becoming like, or just doing weird shit like running away. Like I have some friends who when they get wasted they like run away, and it's like that's so annoying to deal with at night. And I have other friends who get wasted and like they're just like, you know, like flopping all over the place, like getting super like sexual or aggressive, and it's like chill out. And I'm just really happy that Michal is a good drunk. I never thought about that before, but that's such an important part of a healthy relationship. And as I end this video, I want to read something that I wrote for Pride, because I feel like it encapsulates what I feel about Pride in general. And that is some mixed emotions. Like it's obviously a party, but it's obviously rooted in activism. And so I just want to read this. Joy is crucial to resistance, to change. So we should party, lift our glasses and light up the warehouse. But I hope that we all remember Pride is not the parade or the rainbow flag or the day party or the after. It is the ongoing will and hope that guides us towards more honest, authentic, and uncensored versions of ourselves. So many people today still struggle with their sexual and gender identities. So many people today are persecuted, ridiculed, and murdered, frightened into building fortresses around who it is they are and what it is they want. So many people today are still mourning the years they lost in the decades prior, loves never met and mistakes never made. So many people today grieve the memories of their friends and miss the families who failed them. So many people today recall a time in which the majority wanted us dead, screaming and chanting and laughing with faces that are not dissimilar from many of the ones that now wave the flag smeared with color, chromatic like the labels glued to bottles of wine and cans of beer littered across the city. It is a miracle and a right that we are here. It is a work in progress, an unequal playing field in which those who are white and cis forget what it was like to be targeted, yet still identify as the target. I do not really know what I feel about Pride, aside from that I am proud of my friends, of the communities who are still fighting, for all of the beautiful voices of color and gender that remind me what it means to be queer, to evolve, to never give up, and to refuse to become silent. I love every single one of the queer souls I've met in this life. You have given me hope, love, and belief. Above everything, I am proud of you. I am proud of us. I wrote that and published that on Instagram because when I first came out, Pride was just like, oh my god, party, like, let's go out and get fucked and like, let's just all be together. And it's like, yeah, that is really fun. However, I feel like Pride has become this conglomeration celebrating solely gay men. I mean, it's all like rainbows and wine and beer. And I don't think a lot of people are thinking about the daily discrimination and danger that a lot of queer bodies face. A lot of queer lives live every single day. And I just feel like it's really important for every person who's celebrating Pride to think about this and to acknowledge it and to make that the reason why we're out on the streets. Like, it's not to just get drunk, it's to show up and to show our support and to march and to honor the activism that made Pride the way it is today even possible, and to celebrate the most marginalized communities within the queer community. Like, shirtless gay men, that's not the point of Pride. We need to amplify the voices of trans creators and of non-binary creators and of every spectrum of the queer identity, and I feel like we still have a long ways to go. And the fact that Trans Day visibility doesn't even like have nearly as much support or celebration as Pride does shows how modern society, liberal society, is very selective in terms of what they support and what they celebrate. So yeah, I just wanted to leave it at that. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be publishing a video every single week. That is my goal. And I have a ton of content that's like backed up, travels, random stuff. So stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe.